Welcome back to my channel, WWE Universe. Buckle up, because what just unfolded on Monday Night Raw is unlike anything we've ever seen before. The layers of conspiracy, deceit, and hidden agendas are multiplying, and at the center of it all stands the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, orchestrating a revelation that could shake the foundations of WWE as we know it. This wasn't just a return to the ring. This was a calculated statement, a prosecutorial unveiling that put the entire WWE locker room under the microscope. For weeks, fans have speculated about Survivor Series, the War Games, the tension, the rivalries. But what we witnessed last night was the unmasking of a thread so critical, so tightly woven into the fabric of WWE's most recent chaos, that pulling it threatens to unravel everything. On that explosive episode, Reigns didn't merely step into the arena. He became the hunter, the strategist, and the bearer of a truth that no one had yet dared to piece together. The mystery attacker who left Rey Mysterio and LA Knight battered and bloodied backstage has finally been revealed, and the connection to Survivor Series is far more sinister than any of us could have imagined. This revelation doesn't just change the landscape, it rewrites the rulebook entirely. Every alliance, every rivalry, every match now carries a weight that's both personal and strategic, and the ripple effects will echo for weeks, if not months. Music. If you're watching this and haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon because you do not want to miss a single detail of what comes next. This is the turning point, the clue that unlocks the entire puzzle. The atmosphere in the arena last night was electric, but it wasn't the kind of energy fans usually feel. This wasn't the roar of excitement. It was tension, thick and almost suffocating, a collective awareness that something monumental was about to unfold. For weeks, the storyline had revolved around CM Punk, the Grand Cage match, and the strategic positioning of top-tier talent for the War Games. But lurking in the shadows were attacks that had gone unresolved, assaults that left some of WWE's most iconic names bruised, both physically and reputationally. The focus on the main stage, on the obvious rivalries, was cleverly designed to distract the audience from what was happening behind the scenes. Two major figures, one a lucha libre legend whose career has inspired generations, the other a rising powerhouse whose charisma commands attention, had been targeted in attacks that no one fully understood until last night. Rey Mysterio and LA Knight were more than just victims of random violence. They were pieces in a much larger chess game, strategically removed from the board to make way for a darker plan. The moment the familiar ominous gong reverberated through the arena, the tension became palpable. Every fan, every wrestler, every crew member in attendance felt the shift. The tribal chief had returned, but he was not here for fanfare. He was here to expose, to reveal, and to dictate the next chapter of this ongoing saga. Behind him, ever-loyal Paul Heyman carried a folder of documents and a tablet, a silent testament to the meticulous preparation that had gone into this revelation. Reigns walked with the precision of a general surveying a battlefield, his eyes scanning the crowd, piercing with the intensity of someone who had spent weeks uncovering hidden truths and connecting dots that no one else had even noticed. When he finally took the microphone, silence fell over the arena. His voice, calm yet commanding, carried across the crowd, cutting through the anticipation like a blade. "You all cry for answers about Survivor Series," he began, each word deliberate, weighted with authority, music, but you are missing the pattern. You are missing the masterpiece. The images behind him on the Titantron flashed. Rey Mysterio, bruised and battered, and LA Knight, bloodied and incapacitated. Two individuals who represent the heart and soul of WWE, removed from the equation. Reigns paused, letting the gravity of the situation sink in. This wasn't about chaos for the sake of chaos. This was about strategy, precision, and reshaping the landscape to benefit someone, or something, that has been operating behind the scenes, pulling strings in ways the audience could barely comprehend. The elimination of these key players was no accident. Rey Mysterio wasn't just a victim. He was a symbol, a figure whose absence would shift focus and change the dynamic of upcoming matchups. LA Knight, the rising voice of the people, wasn't randomly assaulted either. Their removal from the equation was surgical, intentional, a calculated maneuver to weaken opposition and clear the path for the Survivor Series War Game mastermind. Music. Heyman stepped forward, handing Reigns a tablet, which then projected grainy black and white security footage onto the giant screen behind them. Fans leaned forward, phones raised, trying to catch every frame. The video played, revealing a shadowy figure in a hoodie delivering a vicious, premeditated attack from behind in a dimly lit parking garage. The assault on LA Knight was methodical, precise, and terrifying in its execution. Then the footage shifted to another clip, the same figure, same hoodie, slipping into the locker room moments before Rey Mysterio was discovered injured. Each movement, each shadowed action, each step was deliberate, calculated, and designed to leave no trace, except for one key detail that Reigns highlighted. He zoomed in on the attacker's wrist. There, glinting in the low light, was a chunky championship-style bracelet, an accessory so distinctive that only one man on the current WWE roster had ever been seen wearing it. The revelation caused a stir throughout the arena. The puzzle pieces, once scattered, were now beginning to form a terrifying picture. Fans, commentators, and wrestlers alike were left asking the same questions. Who orchestrated these attacks? What is their ultimate goal? And how far are they willing to go to manipulate the Survivor Series outcomes? As Reigns continued, his analysis went deeper. Every move, every elimination, every distraction was part of a broader master plan. This was no longer about individual rivalries. It was about a system of manipulation that ensured specific outcomes. Each hero taken out of the equation, each distraction, each wounding was a calculated step toward the endgame. Rey Mysterio and LA Knight were not casualties of chance. They were strategic eliminations meant to shift momentum, create chaos, and set the board for a final, shocking revelation. The tribal chief, usually focused on personal dominance and control, was now acting as the central analyst, the detective revealing a grand tapestry of plots and counterplots. Fans were witnessing more than just a storyline. They were seeing a masterclass in strategy, deception, and psychological warfare unfold in real time. Reigns' presence, paired with Heyman's meticulous documentation, elevated the segment from a simple promo to a full-blown investigation. Every gesture, every paused frame, every zoom-in on the bracelet told a story of precision. The arena wasn't just reacting to Reigns' words. They were absorbing an entire criminal investigation, a narrative of betrayal, cunning, and suspense played out on the grand stage of Monday Night Raw. Music. The tribal chief's declaration that the attacks were connected to the Survivor Series War Game added yet another layer of intrigue. The War Game, which had been hyped for its sheer intensity,